Dobré dopoledne, milí účastníci technologického workshopu. Vítám vás v Agoře Plus. Bohužel jsme spolu na dálku, ale věřím tomu, že dnes nejenom vyrobíme velké množství nestrukturovaných dat, ale že vám předáme velmi dobře strukturovaně taky zajímavé informace. A to je důvod, proč byste měli dnes celý den nejenom sledovat, ale třeba se k těm videím i vrátíte. Vedle mě sedí šéf Agory Plus Mirek Tokeš.
Dámy a pánové, dobrý den, Jirko, zdravím tě, ahoj.
Mirku, Agora Plus je známa tím, že neprodává nějaké krabice, ale že dělá řešení. Těm řešením, kvalitním, funkčním člověk jen tak nedoroste. To je potřeba načerpat, zkoušet, umět a hodně pracovat. Tak jak dlouho už ta Agora Plus roste?
Jirko, tento rok je takový jako velký milník naší společnosti a bude to 25 let. Což je velký milník z hlediska jako té profesní části, tak když to vezmu na naše kolegy, tak Pepa Veškrn jako spolumajitel založil Agoru, měl tenkrát 35 roků, Jirka Vlček v Agoře strávil 21 roků a to jsou takové ty velké pilíře té profesní zkušenosti a těch dalších věcí, kdy my jako zaměstnanci vlastně a partneři, jako i vás, našich zákazníků, říkáme, jsme tady dlouho, děláme storage, my tomu rozumíme a v podstatě, ať se ta doba mění a mění se velmi dynamicky v současné době, tak pořád jsme připraveni vám přinést aktuální trendy, technologie a pomoct vám s tím, jak ty data vyrábět, uchovávat vlastně de facto a jich se chránit.
Já si pamatuju, že když jsem poprvé přišel do Agory Plus před zhruba 10 lety, tak jsem byl poslán taky na nějaký workshop výrobce. A to nebyl teda výrobce Quantum, to byl někdo jiný. A tam zaznívalo, že pásky, že to je mrtvá technologie a skončí to. Vidíme, že jako LTO, dneska už verze 9 a je to po 10 letech stále součástí technologického workshopu, tak co ty a překvapení v těch našich technologiích, která děláme?
Tady padlo nějaké číslo, to číslo jsme řekli, že Agora má 25 roků. V podstatě, když to vezmeme zpětně do těch počátků, tak tenkrát počátky diskových technologií, které samozřejmě výrazně získaly velký náskok oproti páskám, tak ty diskové jednotky byly v horizontu 20 MB. Dneska máme běžný disk v kapacitě 18 TB. A i ta páska, LTO 9, což je vlastně aktuální trend, tak má v podstatě 18 TB. Ale co je v podstatě neporazitelné v oblasti pásek, tak je ta cenová efektivita vzhledem i k tomu, že mám velký objem dat, potřebuji vlastně s ním pracovat, někam je dobře uložit a ideálně chránit. Takže v dnešní době v oblasti ransomwareu LTO 9 z 18 TB a jako last defense ActiveScale někde mimo lokalitu a už jsme v oblasti nějakých DR site a podobně je prostě nezvládnutelné.
Souhlas. No, my se spolu bavíme teďka nějaké 3 minuty. A kdybychom to chtěli uložit na ty disky, o kterých jsi mluvil před těmi 25 lety, tak myslím, že už těch 20 mega máme. Že už jsme je zaplnili. To, proč vzniknou dneska ta velká data, nestrukturovaná, ke kterým se třeba budeme i vracet, já věřím tomu, tak je to, že chceme, aby ta videa nebyla jenom jako nějaký běžný workshop, je tam ten přídomek technologický online workshop, ale chceme hlavně, aby to taky byla třeba i videa how to. Než jsme začali, tak jsme se bavili o tom, že nikdo z nás se vlastně zpětně moc na nějaké běžné workshopy nedívá a když, tak protože potřebuje zjistit nějakou informaci, že potřebuje něco, co mu pomůže a proto vás všechny vyzývám, abyste se nebáli během těch přednášek ptát. Budete mít k dispozici chat, pokud to tam nechcete napsat anglicky, můžete to napsat česky, my to přeložíme. Bude-li něco složitějšího, co nepůjde zodpovědět přímo v rámci toho workshopu, tak se vám rádi budeme věnovat i později, ať už se vám budou věnovat naši kolegové, kteří jsou na straně Quantumu, nebo kolegové, kteří jsou v Agoře Plus. Tak, narazil jsem na kolegy z Quantum, so I'm happy that during this workshop we are able to communicate with our colleagues from Quantum. Roman Samoilov and Gianluca Gravino should be here, so welcome our colleagues. I can hear you now, our colleagues, so we should wait. Tak zkusíme ještě kolegy jednou vyzvat a případně poprosím kolegu Tomáše Kalabise, kterého většinou znáte, aby nám zavolal.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
So it's not Roman or Gianluca. This is Daniel Dan Rothbart. And I think we're doing the opening together with Sebastian before we get into the deeper technology piece.
Yes, please, you would be so kind, and please let's introduce your today agenda, and after that we will continue with the first presentation. Okay.
So in terms of agenda, I mean, we're here to tell you a little bit about, I would call it the transformation at Quantum. There's a lot of things happening. People know Quantum for a company that's been around for many years, over 40 years now. But there's a big transformation in terms of our product, in terms of our solution, in terms of the problems we address. And so we really want to, do a little bit of an overview first and then go into a more technology discussion around the different products. So Sebastian and I will do the introduction. And then we have Roman Samoilov together with Gianluca, who will cover the ActiveScale, followed by some of our more traditional backup products, DXi and Scalar. And then in the afternoon, we'll have Gianluca and Glenn and Neil, sorry, do a little bit more on our more specific archive solutions, M&E solutions. StorNext 7 will be one big piece of that, and CatDV, which is a smart MAM, will be another part of that. So a pretty full day of lots of technology and solutions. And I think before we start, we had a little video planned. I don't know if you guys have that and got ready to launch that.
Yes, your video has been prepared, and so we are able to play it now.
All right, great. Let's start with that then.
Tak, teď pustíme video od společnosti Quantum, které právě kolega chystá.
Quantum believes in the power of data. Because today, every company is a data company. Every bit and byte of video, images, sensor data, and more. In your facility, data centers, at the edge, and in the cloud gives you the ability to do more. Your data is as unique as a digital fingerprint. In short, your difference is in your data. Whether you're in surveillance and physical security, surfacing insight from protected video, media and entertainment, pushing collaboration to the edge to tame complex workflows. Enterprise IT, guiding and protecting the flow of company and customer data on every device, in every location around the world. Life sciences, sifting massive data sets and optimizing pipelines to turn thought and discovery into action. Or in government, where service and mission combine all of these workflows to meet evolving needs. Your digital content is expanding at a rate that was unimaginable just a few short years ago. Storing and protecting that data is incredibly important, but so is getting a clear vision across all your data. To unlock insight and facilitate collaboration, you need to place it at the right place, at the right time, dynamically adding value to that data. Integrating data with your expertise, solutions, AI, and machine learning is the key to the next wave of differentiation for your organization. Quantum knows that your data is your fuel for innovation. We're enabling the world of enriched data, giving it greater visibility and meaning, providing an accelerant to grow your business exponentially. Quantum turns customer data into a fresh, new type of data, data that is alive, enriched, unrestricted by scale and complexity, fully protected while full of possibility. Your data is safe and secure, yet accessible in ways that bring teams together to unlock its potential. That's what Quantum does best. That's why we developed a comprehensive, end-to-end, enriched data and intuitive storage platform. A platform that orchestrates, catalogs, stores, and protects, delivering a new class of data customized to meet the demands of your digital business to help you accelerate your expertise across all environments, up to petabytes or even zettabytes. With over 40 years of data expertise, no one understands the complexity and continual evolution of data like Quantum. The possibilities are as endlessly alive as your data. Welcome to the enriched world of living data, where your difference is in your data.
Tak thank you for your video. Děkujeme za video. Já bych jenom vypíchnul z toho videa jednu věc, která zazněla hnedka na začátku. Možná to pomůže i těm, kteří měli problém se zvukem. Že úplně na počátku videa zaznělo, že dneska každá společnost potřebuje data nebo pracuje s daty. My máme tu zkušenost a produkty Quantum používáme ne v jednom, ne ve dvou, ale v mnoha odvětvích. Tak jestli bys, Mirku, mohl říct, jak se to třeba posouvá, že Quantum děláme strašně dlouho a kam všude se vlastně Quantum hodí?
Jako velmi zjednodušeně dnešní vlastně seminář nebo workshop je takový po dvou kolejích, bych to nazval. První je taková ta infrastrukturní část, kdy ti zákazníci vlastně primárně řeší ty data, mít v pořádku, nepřijít o ně a mít je dobře uložená. Což jsou ty věci kolem ransomwareu a tam prosím velmi upozorňuji na to a dejte na to velký pozor těch společností kolem nás, které jsou pod útokem. Takže neříkáme jako jestli, ale kdy, spíše kdy. A jsou to i velké společnosti s velkým množství IT odborníků, tak ta páska jako taková jim opravdu zachránila data. A ono z pohledu těch různých majitelů je to velmi jednoduché, že nefungujete hodinu, 2, 3, 4, což jsou nějaké peníze, ale že nemáte vůbec IT a že nemáte vůbec data. A že přijete do společnosti a nefunguje ani dveřní systém, nefungují kamery, nefunguje ERP systém, nefunguje nic, neuděláte fakturu, tak je nepředstavitelné. A potom ty smutné tváře těch IT manažerů, které jsme viděli, ať to bylo podfinancováním těch IT prostředků nebo v podstatě špatným nastavením, a to nebylo selhání IT profesionálů, ale spíš ten tlak těch bezpečnostních zločinců, tak ta páska je opravdu poslední ochrana, last defense, a někde ideálně v nějaké DR site. A pak je druhá část, vlastně, kdy v podstatě čím dál tím více společností řeší, jak jsi říkal, těch dat přibývá, jsou nestrukturovaná, v podstatě vzniká hodně videoobsahu. I my dneska tady v podstatě vytváříme videoobsah, hrajeme si na herce a moderátory.
Velmi nás to baví.
Velmi nás to baví. I to se s tím je potřeba pracovat. A tím pádem, pokud by vlastně zazněly dneska nějaké důležité informace a měli bychom je i zaznamenat z nějakých, dejme tomu, veřejných vystoupení a podobně, tak s nimi pracovat, vyhledávat, ukládat je velmi komplikované. Chcete nějaký speciální systém, který právě poskytuje Quantum. Mm-hmm. A pokud to vezmeme na oblasti, které jsou spojené, které jsou velmi důležité a spojené i z oblasti života, tak v podstatě si vlastně představte, že jste pacient, který přichází s nějakou diagnózou, která se může vyvíjet, a ten lékař vlastně potřebuje velmi rychle vlastně zjistit ten váš stav. Tím pádem ty data si vytáhnout z archivu a velmi rychle v řádu minut dostat z archivu do produkčního prostředí. Takže typický postup produkce, backup a archiv vlastně slučuje do jedno, vlastně do nějakého v podstatě file systému, který je velmi pružný a je tam pořád ten velký tlak na tu cenu a bezpečnost. A to právě Quantum poskytuje.
Mm-hmm. Děkuju. A jak jsi zmínil tu dvojkolejnost, tak ještě možná dobré říct, že řeknu ta tradičnější část, nebo to, co by lidé dříve očekávali u Agory, tak bude dneska spíše dopoledne a potom ty věci ohledně zpracování videa, ohledně médií a kreativní tvorby, tak to bude následovat spíše odpoledne. Tak a teď já se vrátím k našim kolegům. So our colleagues Daniel and Sebastian, thank you for your video, and we still have 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Yes, I can see your presentation, so now it's your turn.
All right. So first of all, of course, I want to thank Agora Plus and you, Jiří and Mirek, for having us. It's been a little bit difficult to adapt over the last year or two. Interestingly enough, while you guys were talking, I was counting that I think we'll be talking from 6 different countries today, which makes it quite interesting. And of course, we all wish we would be sitting there with you on the couch, understanding that the couch might be too small for all of us, but we definitely look forward to being with you very soon. Just want to stress really some of the things from the video before we go and talk about some of the solutions and the use cases. It's really the positioning and the transformation as Quantum as a data company. I think that's really key to understand. Data center, edge, cloud, the different use cases when we're talking about security and video surveillance, when we're talking about M&E and everything related to broadcast, enterprise IT, where we also have a very strong historic, where we're talking about medical, government, all of those things together is really where we're going, and looking at how to monetize and value the data that's expanding everywhere across the different needs our customers have. So we're really, and I think it was mentioned in the video, we're into this end-to-end storage platform. And this is what we want to demonstrate to you guys today, and make sure that you guys understand how the solutions functions, because we tend to understand how the data is unique, the requirements are unique for each and every customer and use case. So moving in there, a few little numbers and information concerning Quantum specifically. As I mentioned, we've been around for 40 years. Managing video and unstructured data is really a direction we're going into. For the last 20 years, we've been doing huge amounts of progress there. Our guys will be telling you about StorNext 7, which is the latest of that. Company is growing. I don't want to take too much time of this because I know that we are on a bit of a schedule, but it's important to understand how everything that we're trying to demonstrate is the solutions working in the different environments, whether it's for backups, whether it's for archives, whether it's for clouds. As I mentioned, medical, government, military, security, broadcast, all of these things. Artificial intelligence, another very important one that I haven't stressed on specifically. All of these things make a huge difference, and it's really important for us to combine them into a platform rather than to consider them centrally. We see that our customers, data gets managed in a different way, when before security data was separate from video data, which was again separate from server or company normal enterprise IT data. All of this is coming under the same management, the same tools, the same products are creating a solution to take care of everything. As I mentioned, so yes, a few more examples: oil and gas, sports. All of those have huge analogies. There is a huge amount of unstructured data growth. Video, digital images is obviously a part of what we're going to talk about a lot today, but it's not everything, and it's important to understand how to balance all of that. Last one on my side, just to talk about how data has been growing and how it's been evolving over the last few years, and what we think is going to happen. I mean, today, people understand the amount of growth of data. It's been a continued growth for quite some time. The data tends to be stored all over, it tends to get shared, and needs to be also secured in completely different ways. People need to keep data forever, and indefinitely, in order to be able to monetize it later, in order to be able to compare it, in order to be able to use it in artificial intelligence, etc. And all these things together means that the value of data has just been increasing immensely. So I'll pass on to Sebastian to talk a little bit about how, in a high level, this all fits into the end-to-end solution. And then after that, I think Sebastian has just a couple of slides like me. We'll dig into the deeper and into the technology piece.
Thank you, Dan. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining today. And Quantum is transforming a lot. It's launching a lot of new solutions that are really changing the way that people is working. And as Dan said before, we think that centralizing different needs, it's really important under the same infrastructure, the same intelligence, but being able to adapt for the different needs of the data on each of the steps of those workflows, of those stages is really important too. So we are moving away from traditional monolithic solutions into solutions that thinks and adapts for the different needs on each of the stage, helping you to make the best investment possible, and working with the data from the very beginning, from the creation, the generation of the data, the process, the distribution of the finished work, and the archiving of the data, the protection of the data. So that's really important, and having the possibility of working with a company that can accommodate all those needs with their different solutions, it's really important. It gives you peace of mind and easiness when you are administering, configuring, and working with that so very relevant. And another really important topic is, for all the examples Dan gave regarding the different verticals, the different areas, the data is key for all of them. The data is key for all of you guys. So the way you work with the data on each of the steps is crucial. Next one, Dan, please. So as you can see, through the day, we're going to review several of these solutions. And as you can see, we can work through new developments and new versions of our existing solution, and by some acquisitions we did in the last year and a half that complement and enrich a lot our portfolio and the solutions we can provide. And with that, we are able to analyze and enrich better than ever, adding AI, and helping you to really understand what you have in your storages, to get more of the more benefit, more profit, more use of the data you have, to work faster and have more time to process the data, to create new stuff, to get additional customers with it, and of course to protect that data in these times of very nasty ransomware attacks and hacking times and so on. So we can provide you solutions very safe, so you can distribute that data and preserve the data even forever if you need. Next one. So as you can see, we have solutions for asset management that can apply in many different areas, helping you to understand through even on top of different vendors on different storage solutions, what you have, if you have duplicated content, to understand through EI, the kinds of content you have, and extract all the real value you have inside. To process that data through our StorNext solutions faster and secure. In many of these areas that Dan described before, the people cannot afford to lose time at all. They cannot afford to, of course, lose data or have drop frames. So our StorNext solutions are famous for being rock solid solutions, ultra fast in the market. Same thing with the ActiveScale, the tape libraries, the Scalar tape libraries, and the DXI, which are protecting your data, the different kinds of data in the different stages of its life, with the different needs of archiving and backup, in tape, in disk, and always with a very strong ransomware protection. And of course, I was about to mention our video surveillance solutions, the video surveillance solutions, that now is a very strong part of our portfolio, because as I said before, in the last times, we acquired several new companies, moving our solutions into virtual environment, convergent environments. So we can really deploy a very strong infrastructure, talking to the strongest partners in the video surveillance market too. So it's another area where we are growing a lot. So the idea is we can complement the different storage needs, but from a solution standpoint, where we are really helping you to sort your challenges, your daily challenges related to the data, not only to the storage. I like to say that Quantum is a comfortable multinational company, in the sense that, of course, our solutions and the service we provide around our solution is really enterprise level. You're going to see some of the local references in the next slide, but it's important to say that in most of the cities in Europe, we are able to provide 4 hours service on site and very enterprise level. But at the same time, it's a multinational company that really cares for the end user and facilitates the relationship with the end user. We are very often getting feedback and having meetings, as you can see, in some of our offices, in our executive briefing center, with the CEO, with the product management. So it's a company where you can really give your opinion, your need, your challenges, and communicate with the people that is really developing the solutions, requesting new features, giving examples of new workflows that you may want to implement. And I think it's really a real value for you, in the sense that you can really be heard by the company that is helping you with the data every day. We have one more slide. I wanted to show you some local references, because it's many times in these presentations we are talking about international, but it's very important to see that there are many colleagues. Many of you are connected, but for sure there are many other around. And as you can see, we are in many areas, from finance to media to post-production to archives, government. So in all those areas, the data is precious, is something to preserve, and something growing exponentially. And with our solutions, I'm confident you will see how much you can do with your existing data. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you for the introduction.
Thank you, Daniel.
Mirku, a ještě byste slušelo říct, jaký je vztah mezi námi a touto americkou společností Quantum?
Tak, americká společnost Quantum je v podstatě na tom českém trhu neúplně známá pro všechny v oblasti IT. Jinak my jsme oficiální dovozce a distributor a servisní partner. Tím pádem vlastně jako je ten mód vlastně v tom fungování, že naši partneři vlastně mají plnou podporu, mají v podstatě vlastně veškeré možnosti jako registrace a plné podpory a přístup k informacím jak od výrobce, tak i od nás. Tady jako nezasnělo v podstatě jako tím hlavním nebo velkým odborníkem na Quantum je Jirka Novák, tímto zdravíme, náš kolega, který se jako hodně specializuje na projekty v oblasti